talk about the astrology for the week of March 2nd through 8th. The very first aspect going on is on March 2nd. We have the Sun squaring Jupiter. And whenever the Sun squares Jupiter, the focus is on confidence, pride, luck, and optimism. We're really, really engaging in these things at this time very, very critically. We have good fortune and success, or we have loss and disappointment, depending upon how this manifests. It's important not to overdo things at this time. It's important to not bite off more than you can chew because you may end up doing that, where you take on this big project and it's overwhelming and it's all these kinds of things like that, or you take on this endeavor that proves too much for you to handle. So don't bite off more than you can chew. The vitality to push forward is in the air. It is able for you to push forward on that vitality. So the vitality is something that is always prevalent, always present for you at this time, and you can really, really utilize that vitality in the very best of ways. It's important to approach conflicts with empathy and compassion, and do the things that bring you to a state of inner peace. Do the things that make you feel peaceful on the inside and out. You may be overeating or overindulging at this time, so cutting these things back, moderating these things is very, very important. Now, the other aspect going on is that Mercury will conjunct Neptune. So this puts an emphasis on imagination, spirituality, fantasy, and creativity. Meditation, dreaming, or edging into astrology or divination cards can really, really be good topics for you to endeavor during this time. Your thoughts may become confusing and irrational, because that might be something very, very huge and critical, is that the thoughts become just not clear for you to interpret. The downside of this is intellectual misconceptions, intellectual misunderstandings, and fumbles. This puts an emphasis on your dreams, but making sure that your dreams are rooted in reality, making sure that they're not up in the clouds or pipe dreams, but they have solid, substantial, reactional things. There may be misinterpretations, misunderstandings in relationships at this time. It's important to have compassion for yourself and be willing to be vulnerable, be willing to move in the state of vulnerability. This is great for grounding yourself through meditation or spending time in nature. Now, on March 5th, Mercury will sextile Pluto. So, this aspect is very intense. It's good for leaning into astrology and psychology. It also gives you an allure when communicating, so you're very, very intense with your communication and very persuasive. You can draw others to that. You will appear non-threatening and convincing at this time. You want to look at the unconscious and how it shapes your reality. Communications may become more intense at this time. Your exchanges with others may also be more intense. You want to enhance yourself and your relationships. What can you do to turn up the volume knob on these things, on these matters of life? Create a more meaningful and authentic life as well. Now, on March 8th, the sun will trine Mars. So this gives you a boost of self-confidence and enthusiasm. It's very, very first thing. You may feel very strong and courageous. This is good for impressing someone you care about as well, doing something for someone that you think that they would like and appreciate. You may have trouble fulfilling your most passionate desires. So that is something to really, really keep in mind is that you may have difficulty fulfilling these types of things, but at the same time, this difficulty can make you grow when it comes to fulfilling your desires. This is good for following your instincts. You want to harness your inner drive and make it work for you. Balance your work with relaxation. It's very important to have a good balance between working and relaxing. Finding the middle way is very, very important to that. You want to show courage and confidence in all aspects of your life. So finding these things and displaying these things openly and open-heartedly are very, very important. And take on leadership roles because you can really thrive in leadership positions. So that is your astrology for this week. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.